Before he was America's favorite first son or Netflix's smooth-talking heartbreaker, Taylor Zakhar Perez was just a kid from a small town in Indiana. No Hollywood connections. No silver spoon. Just a big family, a lot of ambition, and a dream that seemed totally out of reach. Background and upbringing. Taylor comes from a large family, 8 siblings. He has often talked about how his upbringing shaped him, especially having grown up around many siblings. Ethnicity and identity. He has mixed heritage, Mexican maternal side, plus Middle Eastern and European Mediterranean background. His mother was an esthetician, which influenced his early interest in skin care, grooming, and appearance. Representation has been important to him. Because of his mixed background, he's spoken about how casting sometimes sees him as not Latinx enough, or someone on the threshold of various ethnic identities. He wants roles that reflect the diversity within Latin, Hispanic identity. Education choices and early ambitions. He had strong athletic ability, was a swimmer at a national level in high school. He was offered, but declined, a swimming scholarship to Fordham University. Went to UCLA, majoring in Spanish, culture and community, with a minor in film and television. This was to combine his interests in storytelling, culture, and perhaps giving depth, voice to his background. While at UCLA, and generally early on, he worked multiple jobs, balancing practical, family obligations, survival in LA, and his passion for acting. He's spoken about not taking for granted the opportunity to be in the roles he is in now. Filmography and career development. Taylor Zakhar Perez began his acting career with small television roles, gradually building experience across a variety of genres. His first on-screen appearance was in 2012, when he guest starred in an episode of iCarly, portraying a character named Keith. Although a brief role, it marked his formal entry into the entertainment industry. Following that, he appeared in several other popular shows in minor or recurring roles, including Young and Hungry, Suburgatory, Awkward, Scandal, Embeds, and Code Black. These early projects allowed him to develop his screen presence and sharpen his craft in front of the camera while staying under the radar. His breakout moment came in 2020 when he starred in Netflix's romantic comedy The Kissing Booth 2 as Marco Valentin Peña, a charismatic new student who shakes up the central love triangle. This role catapulted him into international recognition, especially among teen and young adult audiences. To prepare for the role, he reportedly learned to play guitar and took dance lessons, demonstrating his dedication to his craft. The overwhelming popularity of The Kissing Booth 2 led him to reprise the role of Marco in The Kissing Booth 3, which was released in 2021. Although the character's arc was less prominent in the final installment, his return confirmed his fan-favorite status. In 2022, Perez expanded his range with the film One Up, a female-led esports comedy where he played a supporting character named Dustin. The film allowed him to break away from the romantic lead type and enter the world of ensemble comedy. That same year, he appeared in HBO Max's feminist period dramedy series Minx, portraying Shane, a firefighter who participates in a male-centered erotic magazine. This role allowed him to explore more mature, stylized, and satirical material. His biggest and most critically significant role to date came in 2023, when he played the lead character Alex Claremont Diaz in Prime Video's highly anticipated adaptation of Red, White and Royal Blue. In the film, he portrayed the first son of the United States who falls in love with Prince Henry of England, a queer romance story that resonated with global audiences and critics alike. The film was a commercial hit, becoming Amazon's most watched movie globally during its debut weekend. Perez's performance was praised for its emotional nuance, charm, and sincerity, solidifying his standing as a lead actor capable of carrying a major studio release. Following the success of Red, White and Royal Blue, a sequel was confirmed, with Taylor reprising his role as Alex. He has since expressed excitement about returning to the character and continuing the story alongside co-star Nicholas Galitzine. In addition to acting, Perez has begun exploring opportunities behind the camera. He has acquired life rights to a story he feels deeply connected to, hinting at future work as a producer or creative developer. This signals a shift toward a more hands-on approach to storytelling and a desire to shape narratives that reflect his values and cultural background. As of 2025, Taylor Zakhar Perez has moved from being a supporting actor in sitcoms and dramas to a leading man in globally recognized films, with a growing influence in Hollywood's evolving landscape of inclusive, international, and character-driven cinema. Values, public voice, and off-screen work. Representation of Latinx and mixed ethnicity. He has spoken repeatedly about being someone who sits between identities, wanting to help expand what Latinx or Hispanic roles look like in Hollywood. Sustainability and fashion. He takes interest in fashion but isn't just doing it superficially. He's involved in understanding supply chains, sustainable materials, where clothing is sourced. For example, he's worked with Walmart Company, farm-to-fashion experiences, and posts about clothing's origin. Skincare and grooming. Because of his mother's profession, he has long habits around skincare. In interviews he details morning, night routines, the importance of sunscreen, consistent care. Challenges and perspectives. He's had his share of challenges and setbacks. For example, he has said he was once fired from a project. He did a day's work for a scripted project, was told the project was going in a different direction, only to see scenes he had shot show up in the final trailer with a different actor. It was a blow, but in hindsight, he believes it was for the best, especially when he later learned working on that project was unpleasant, difficult director, unhappy set. Handling fame, expectations. He seems very thoughtful about picking projects, being selective. He's expressed that he doesn't want just to collect credits but wants to do work he's proud of. He's talked about foraying behind the camera, life story writes, possibly producing. Recent successes and what's next. Red, White and Royal Blue 2023 was a big success. It became Amazon Prime Video's #1 movie globally in its opening weekend, and remained highly watched for weeks. A sequel is already in the works for Red, White and Royal Blue, with the same leads, and there is talk in interviews of possibilities of a trilogy. He has also acquired life rights for a person he is excited about, indicating he's not just acting but expanding into producing narratives that are meaningful to him.